It's SuoerboatUSA.com, a 30-foot Superboat, Mercruiser powered, 500 horsepower inboard. Jason Muller, the driver. Edgar Simmons is the throttle man. Special thanks to the Acapulco Hotel Resort for the accommodations here in Daytona Beach. Edgar Simmons, the owner of Suoerboat, would like to give a special thanks to the hotel manager, Sidney Sloan. Jay Muller, by the way, has a new Supercat coming out by the end of the year. Of course, this is a 30-foot Superboat built on Long Island. Top of the pack, SuoerboatUSA.com. Uh-oh, there's Patriot almost coming in contact with SuoerboatUSA.com. A collision, near collision anyway, but they seem to have gotten out of it. Patriot almost coming in contact with SuoerboatUSA.com. But everyone is okay. Patriot on the outside, SuoerboatUSA.com on the inside as they go around the turn. Here at the Cape Cod Rendezvous, the third stop on the APBA Pro Series Tour. Everyone off to a great start. There's Offshore Addiction on the inside. Offshore Addiction activator on the outside, and Flash Wave there on the far outside. So it's Offshore Addiction, Flash Wave, and activator. Also coming into the picture, Velocity VR1, High Energy as well. Everyone off to a great start. Bumpy waters here in Cape Cod. A lot of rocking and rolling and flying going on, but everyone doing just fine here in Cape Cod right now. All right, coming into the picture there is Propco, 28-foot Warlock. Propco on the inside. And looking a little bit back there is SuoerboatUSA.com, Typhoon, and Patriot coming up. As we said, bumpy waters here in Cape Cod. There's SuoerboatUSA.com. That Suoerboat USA is throttled by Jay Muller. Edgar Simmons is the driver. 30-foot Superboat. SuoerboatUSA.com. With Patriot on the outside. There's Typhoon and Offshore Addiction looking upfield. Typhoon and Offshore Addiction here in the early moments of this race. Bumpy waters, a lot of rocking and roll, a lot of flying as you can see. Highly competitive racing. Propco. On the inside there, as you can see, the wake of Propco. 28-foot Warlock. Michael Milligan is the driver. Steve Wessinger is the throttle man. It's Mercury-powered, 500 horsepower Mercury engine. Propco. Now the leaders in Factory 1, the national point standings. We got Offshore Addiction as your leader in points. Time for second, we got Flash Wave and Velocity VR1. In third place is Propco, and Typhoon and Activator are tied for fifth in the national point standings, APBA in Factory 1. There is Typhoon up ahead on the outside, and there is Propco on the inside. Propco. A lot of flying. Early moments of a Cape Cod Rendezvous. Third stop on the APBA Tour. Michael Milligan and Steve Wessinger, they're both from Waco, Texas. Nice jump there, Propco. There's Flash Wave, they're down. Offshore Addiction on the far outside. Offshore Addiction and Propco on the inside. Around the turn. On the inside, USA.com, SuoerboatUSA.com. 30-foot Suoerboat, Jason Muller, Edgar Simmons. Edgar the driver, Jason the throttle man this time around. Their sponsor, the Village Green Hotel, across from the beach. SuoerboatUSA.com. Special thanks to the Village Green Hotel for the fine accommodations for the SuoerboatUSA.com team. Across from the beach, Village Green. Propco on the outside. On the inside at SuoerboatUSA.com. A battle here in Factory 1. Propco and SuoerboatUSA.com. Edgar Simmons and Jason Muller on Suoerboat. On Propco, it's Michael Milligan and Steve Wessinger. It's a Warlock against a Suoerboat. Around the turn, SuoerboatUSA.com.
Team BRE, the winner, followed by H2O Motorsports and Typhoon in third. Team BRE, your winner in Factory 1 class. In Outlaw A, Mountain Dew coming out on top. Grumpville Men in second. Dan Carrera in third. Mountain Dew, the checkered flag in Outlaw A. And your winners in Performance 1 and 2. First off in Performance 1, Out for Justice in first place, followed by How Sweet It Is in second place. In Performance 2, your winner, Obsession. And in Performance 3, Dirty Cash, followed by Bring It On and Team TKO, Dirty Cash, the checkered flag in Performance 3. In Performance 4, the Bat Boat, followed by Cool Running and Miss Cigarette, the Bat Boat, getting the checkered flag in Performance 4. All right, after these two races in Cleveland, here are your national point standings as follows in the various classes. First off in Super V, Nick Carter Racing, Media Master, Phoenix Waste, and International Offshore. In Super V Light Single, Vortec Extreme, Fury, High Noon Racing, and Solarized. In Super V Light Twin, Pier 57, Stainless Marine, Hoods Quality Foods, Rodriguez Group, and Lucas Oil. In Factory 1, Typhoon, followed by Activator, Flashwave, H2O Motorsports, Chicks Beach Offshore, and High Energy Racing. Now, Typhoon had been in third place in Factory 1, moved all the way up to first place in the national point standings. In Factory 2, Team Donzi, followed by RNS Offshore Racing, Herbert Racing for a Cure, Harwich Concrete Blocks, Snap-on Talking Tools, and Total Marine. In that class, RNS Offshore Racing went from third, moving up to second. Herbert Racing now is in third place. And those are your national point standings in the respective classes after two races here in Cleveland. Great racing, but most of all, safe racing here at the Cleveland Offshore Grand Prix. Before we go, there are a few people that we would like to thank. First off, the entire staff of the APBA for orchestrating the fine event. Of course, Gary and Nancy Johnson for their fine camera work. Our helicopter pilot, Mr. Nick McMahon from McMahon Helicopter Services. This is Vince Lipari wishing you a fond farewell from Cleveland, Ohio. See you at the next APBA race in Corpus Christi, Texas. Bye, everyone.
Let's go to SuperboatUSA.com now. 30-foot Superboat. Brian Wickersham is the driver. Edgar Simmons is the throttle man. Brian from Richmond, Virginia. Edgar from Virginia, but from Mannequin, Sabbath, Virginia. Mercuries are powered, 500 horsepower inboard. Special thanks to Superboat on Long Island. Twister going by on the inside at Factory 2. Twister. On board SuperboatUSA.com. Brian Wickersham and Edgar Simmons. Brian at the wheel. Back to our helicopter shot. SuperboatUSA.com in Factory 1. "30-foot Superboat." Edgar Simmons, the owner.